Hello, Facebook.
Hello, welcome to We Love It Wednesday. Oh, Lucy's joining us.
She wanted to welcome everyone as well.
We are coming at you really early for us.
Super early.
Like this is.
And
like,
I was on time. I
She was on time.
9:47. I got here like 5 minutes ago.
So before we get started, I want to talk about a couple little hot topics.
Oh,
Ready?
oh,
Colleen doesn't know about this.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Do you watch Today's Show or do you watch Good Morning America?
When I can, I watch the Today Show. But currently, I watch Super Wings or Paw Patrol or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So I have no idea what's happening in the world.
So Today's Show.
I get a newsletter every day that says that's called the Skim. It's like the news condensed because. I don't get to watch.
So I love the Today Show also. That's my go-to.
Okay.
And right after like the morning edition of the Today Show was always this like little thing that had Jenna Bush and Al Roker.
Oh yes. Okay.
And this super cute little blonde who had a boy's name, but I forget who. I don't know who she was. Well, they took that off the air, and I'm really angry. So I'm like,
she's got a bone to pick.
I've got a bone to pick. They now replace it with a talk show style thing with some chick named Megyn Kelly, who I don't know who she is. It's only been on for 2 days, and I don't like it.
She's not happy. NBC, take note.
Yeah. So
I'm jacking up your morning.
I used to watch it while I was having breakfast, getting ready for the gym, like doing lunch or whatever, and now it's like I changed the channel. I don't even like it. I'm watching something else. I'm watching Kelly and Ryan.
Okay.
Which is a whole different network.
Yeah. Yes.
So
yes,
that's
great.
really made me angry. So I wanted to know who else was pissed off like me on this Wednesday morning. And then the other thing, which I know you have emotions about.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
If I have emotions about it, it's got to be big. I'm scared. She didn't tell me we were talking about this. I come with like all my little stuff for Wellness Wednesday, and then I walk into this train wreck.
This is coming.
Okay.
Fixer Upper. I knew emotions were coming. Did y'all hear the announcement?
That they are done with Fixer Upper. They're not done.
This season is their last. This is their 5th season with the show, and this is their last. And they made the announcement yesterday, and I am heartbroken. I get it.
I'm heartbroken. I completely get it, though. I mean, they have 4 young kids. They've got all these other businesses going, and you know how crazy life can be. And I also think it's a good thing that maybe they didn't want, what's the term, jump the shark. Like when Happy Days, when Fonzie jumped the shark, like the show just went, I guess they didn't want to jump the shark either, end on a high note.
Well, they just made that announcement about the Target line.
Yeah.
Like before they announced this, so like they're trying to give us a little bit of positive and then
trying to give us some happiness in a sad world. But no, I mean, I get it, and I look forward to seeing whatever it is that they have. I know they've done a book together. I know he just did one, I think called Capital Gains.
Yes.
So I like reading their stuff.
I'm sure something else will be coming.
I'm sure.
I need my Joanna Gaines fix. I don't know how that's going to happen now.
I know. I don't either. Unless we go to Magnolia, which we could possibly do. We should do a road trip to Magnolia.
Well, could we fly?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. When I say road trip, I just mean get there. I don't mean especially for the amount of driving I just did in the past couple of days. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. So Colleen just returned from a fabulous weekend
from Philly. Yes, and it was a good time. Got to see our team up there and have some good times.
And a lot of times when you travel, you get totally worn down.
Yes,
which is sort of what inspired us to talk about wellness and back to school germs.
Yes,
and this horrible season of the flu that's coming up, and
we are in the midst of. We had gone through a little stomach bug recently, very recently,
and it's like it just started. School just started,
but they're all together, and all those germs. Like I mean, I think about it. Like I've got kids that span the globe, right? Because I've got preschool and grade school, and
so you're getting germs from everywhere.
We're getting all kinds of germs all over. I brought them from Philly, whatever. So
we're going to talk about what we do to prevent germs in our house, help our kids try and be germ-free at school, and what we do when germs attack.
Yeah, we do our best, but the
can only do so much.
I actually Googled. I Googled to prepare.
This week. I'm so
I prepared.
excited.
I prepared. Not too much. I didn't go too crazy because the banter is what's worth its weight in gold here. But elementary school kids get between 8 and 12 colds per year. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'll feel like mine will get sick, and because there's 4 of them, I will end up in a continuum of illness.
Yeah.
Where it's like one gets sick and they all drop like dominoes, and then we just recirculate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That happened to us. I think it was last year. We had the flu, and then...
I remember that.
And then it came back around.
Yeah,
like, we reinfected each other.
Yep.
It was horrible.
It's awful. It's awful.
It was really, really bad. So, Colleen brought me tea. I don't know how many of y'all have hot tea as something that you do when you're sick. But I want to ask, what is this little thing in here? Do they put
a stopper?
Is that a stopper so that when she picks it up in the drive-thru, it doesn't spill on her and she can't sue them?
Yeah.
Or
I can't sue them, right?
This is what
it's nice. It literally, like, I remember them having one like that, but it wasn't
do this
secure.
With coffee?
I don't know.
Or just hot tea? What if tea is a hotter temperature than coffee?
Every time I'm getting the coffee, if I just get one coffee, I don't think they do put it in it.
But like,
but maybe I'm getting like more of them. They're like, hey, she can't drink all this caffeine, so. And I'm just sitting here with my iced tea because that's my. I like warm stuff.
I keep putting it back in, but I'm gonna take it out now.
I like warm stuff when I am sick, though.
Yeah.
Like I do like warm tea and like the hot tea that doesn't have milk in it because I'm English, so we grew up with like cream and sugar in our tea.
Oh, that's right.
But I like the green tea with honey.
This is delicious.
And I did get 3 honeys in there for you.
Thank you. 3?
There were like 2 or 3. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna go with 3.
So what is a serving of honey? Do we know?
I guess it's like a tablespoon. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, Starbucks. What is your serving of honey? What does it mean?
Oh yeah, it's just, Stacy says it so it says hot.
Oh.
Okay, well that makes sense.
I also did like the benevolence of them not wanting to burn me.
That is nice.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Way
Yeah.
to go, Starbucks. Classy service.
Stacey.
Premium service for your premium tea.
Yeah, no, I love it. Okay, let's talk about what we teach our kids to do at school.
Yeah, so 8 to 12 colds, which means, just one everlasting 8 to 12 week period of colds.
Yes,
or flus or whatever.
Yours, yeah.
So we talk a lot about, with mine, I talk a lot about keep your hands away from your mouth or your face.
That's so hard for kids. They've got their fingers in their mouth all the time.
Like hands in their mouth or whatever. Yes. And I have, when you have young ones and they're losing teeth.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All day long. Let's touch all the germies and stick them right in our mouth. So we talk a lot about, keep your hands away from your mouth. Because I have 2 little ones still too. Not so much for the bigger ones. They're not putting their hands in their mouth.
Susanna still does. All the time. Miguel's like, get your hands out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And then Noah does it because he wiggles teeth.
Yes.
My kids are they just don't.
Yeah, so not only keeping your hands out of your mouth, but washing their hands.
Yes.
We talk about it all the time. My kids have a tendency to get dry skin. So like the hand sanitizers and stuff will really they'll end up with cracking knuckles.
Have you ever tried the ones that have built-in aloe?
I have.
Did that help at all?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
The one thing I feel like it is good for is it actually keeps them from putting their hands in their mouth.
Oh,
because of the alcohol. So if you put your hands in your mouth after you had some, which is probably not good for them. So, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a low bar. But yeah, we talk a lot about hand washing and keeping your hands out of your mouth.
And at school, they teach how to germ etiquette, I guess is how you would describe it.
Yes.
How to cough and sneeze into your elbow.
Yes, sneeze into
your elbow.
Like that. Wash your hands. But I don't know about you, but my kids will go like, achoo! And I'm like, okay, projectile like 40 feet worth of germs.
What will happen is my kids will go like this. They'll sneeze, then they'll take their hands and wipe their nose. And then they go like this, and then they touch everything.
And then they touch everything. Yes,
so, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, so we talk a lot about like the hand washing. How about what else?
For school, I think not sharing things in the
Keeping
classroom. Like, when it's that time of year, like, don't share. Never
and at this point, for God's
bottle.
sake, they should have enough glue sticks of their own because we just sent in like 40, so they need to use their own stuff.
But speaking of supplies, like, send in Kleenexes to the teacher.
Big time.
They run through those things. Like, you probably go through a box of Kleenex a day.
Kleenex, like baby wipes, hand sanitizer,
Clorox wipes.
soap.
If your school allows Clorox wipes to clean surfaces, then that's a good one.
Yeah, as much as we would love them to be using white vinegar and they're environmentally friendly cleaners.
But you know
sometimes you gotta bust out the bleach at school.
I'm a big fan of bleach.
Yeah, and last year with all the we had illness last year at our school where even the janitorial staff was out. The teachers were all
sick.
It was like a stomach.
It was going around. It was really bad.
You need to bleach that.
Oh yeah, that was bleach. The white vinegar gonna kill that.
Yeah, so send in supplies for your teachers because if they don't have it, they're buying it out of their own pockets, and
that's not fair.
It's not fair. So stock them up, or one of the best things that you can do is ask the teachers what they need. I think that's always a good one. Yeah. Like say, what do you need for your classroom, especially because I'm imagining they go through supplies like crazy.
Yeah.
My big one with my kids is. They take their, but now I don't always send them with disposable. They actually have their, non-disposable, reusable water bottle. But do not use the water fountain.
Yes, I agree.
Do not use the water fountain, kids.
It's, okay, first of all, the handle is going to be touched by every kid in school and their siblings who have come to visit. Then
my kids literally make out with the fountain. They envelop the fountain in their mouth to get the water in. It's disgusting.
I know.
It just skeeves them.
Have you seen the water fountains that now have the fillers for the bottles?
Oh yes.
Yeah, where you just put it and then it refills.
Because you know what?
It's so nice.
When I was still corporate, when I was working, we always had the water dispenser in our break room. And the thing that, and I can't use water dispensers to this day because of this. Because we would go in, and I went in one day and I saw the water dispenser was white and there was bright pink lipstick around the edge of the water dispenser.
Someone put their mouth on it?
I don't think they put their mouth on it. I think they had their water bottle that they had, and then they stuck the water bottle up on there like it was a cow udder. And I was like, and I'm not a germaphobe. I have 4 kids. I can't be a germaphobe. I'm like, don't lick the car. You'll be good.
Yeah.
But that grossed me out. But they say, I Googled this. You're going to be proud of me. I Googled this. Water fountains and cafeteria trays, the non-disposable cafeteria trays, have, and I won't even tell you the number of bacteria because it was startling.
Yeah.
But they have more bacteria on them than the toilet seat in the same school. Because think about it, the cafeteria trays, although, hopefully they're getting washed frequently.
Right.
But the water fountain, nobody
on the water fountain. Maybe once a day at the end of the day.
And the toilets are getting cleaned regularly. Yeah. So, it was literally millions of germs versus tens of thousands of germs. Millions on the trays, and the water fountain, tens of thousands on the toilet seat, which is
we forgot to mention we're supposed to be wearing our pajama style.
Yeah, I don't have cute pajamas. She has cute pajamas.
These are the pajamas I've had for 10 years, and I wear them on
slept in
Christmas morning.
Although it was nice getting up this morning, I was rolling out of bed. I'm I have to be dressed like this for today's video.
We're pretending to be in our sick wear.
Sicky wear.
So I worked at an office, and I was the office assistant, intern type person in college, and I had to switch out those water bottles and those big things.
That was part of your job?
I had a lot of jobs.
Oh my God.
So it was the most stressful thing, flipping that thing over and hoping that you didn't spill 5 gallons of water on the...
Yeah, I would not have done well with that. I would have had anxiety over that.
It was very...
Because you got to time that perfectly.
And you got to time it perfectly, and that thing is heavy.
Yeah, it is really heavy. I can't believe they made you do that. They would never let you do that nowadays.
I bet they
wouldn't be allowed. I don't know. I don't think so.
Who would do it?
I don't know, my foot just got numb. Must be getting sick. No.
Okay, so let's talk about things that we do at home to prevent sickness at home.
Yes.
Things that when we are sick, what we do.
I am a big one on, I do my best, but sleep. Mm-hmm. Because when you get run down, your immunity is in a turlet, and it's awful. So,
and the only way to get better is to rest.
I'm like the sleep Nazi at home because I'm we're huffing up those stairs. If I'm home, if I'm not doing anything, which sounds like I'm a social life, I'm never doing anything. But if I'm not doing something for our work or whatever, I will get everybody up the stairs, showers, all that kind of stuff in their beds at a reasonable time because sleep is a big one for us when we get run down, especially as the mom.
I agree. And I think that if you get good sleep, you don't get sick as often.
You don't.
And then when you are sick, the best way to get better is to rest.
Yes.
Sleep.
Yes. Which is hard as moms. It's hard. And I think the kids have a hard time with it too because I know Ryan was homesick yesterday, and just getting him to sit still, even though he feels terrible, getting him to sit still is a challenge. I'm like, bud, you're home to rest. We can't go ride our bike midday just because we're bored of being in the house.
Right. Susanna was like that last week when she was home for the day, and I was like, no, if you're
home, you're home.
You need to be resting, or else someone bring you back to school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So another thing that probably about 2 years ago I discovered, probably through Facebook land and through a recommendation of a friend, was oils.
Oh yes.
And diffusing oils and using oils in your home. And I have a diffuser here, and oils will. And they have health benefits.
Yes.
They smell good.
Yep.
I don't really know much about them other than I like the way they smell, and they're supposed to do good things.
Well, they have antibacterial properties to them too.
Right.
Like
so you can diffuse them in something like this. You can apply them to your skin.
Yep.
And some of them you can even ingest.
Yes. Just note to talk to whoever
don't listen to me.
Your person. Note to talk to whoever your person is to get some tips and tricks on how to do that. Because I know, like eucalyptus oil, like I know you have the vapor rub.
Yes. This is something we use in our home. It's
all
vapor
the time.
rub, and it's there's so many different brands of vapor rubs. This is just my favorite, and we apply this. Smell it. It's my favorite. That's a good one.
Oh, that's like a wintergreen one. I like it.
So we apply this to your chest with a chest cold, to your feet with a cough.
Oh, that's a good one. I always put it on the bottom of my kids' feet.
Yes.
Now, I actually started making my own with the oils. I started doing...
Did you? What do you use as
the solid coconut oil.
Oh, and
then eucalyptus oil. Now, you got to be careful with eucalyptus, though, because it can be very hard on your skin. Like, you have to break it down with a carrier oil because it can be really hard on your skin.
So I'm going to get this thing going. So inside here is a pre-measured amount of water, and it tells you how much to use.
Do not overfill.
And then you just put in a few drops, and this is Thieves, which is meant to... That's the one that's meant to help keep germs away.
Yes,
germs.
Antibacterial properties.
Right. So you just put some drops in here.
Already.
And
it does make your house smell like a spa.
It does. It makes your house smell good.
Not that you're having tons of people over when you're all ill, but
Yeah, but then
in general.
So then you just turn it on. And
you even have it plugged in. She's hardcore.
Look, see it's going.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
They can
so
see
then,
it. Oh, it smells good.
Oh, this just goes around your house. I'm gonna leave that going.
It does. It smells good.
And then if you're really sick, I guess you could stick your face in the...
I wouldn't do that. I mean, I would...
I don't know.
But I do eucalyptus oil in the bathtub so that you can breathe the steam because it's really good. It's the same thing as like the vapor bath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
we use the oils at home. We use the vapor rub.
The vapor rub we always do if you got a cold on the bottom of the feet and then cover them with socks.
Yes, I learned that from my grandma actually. See?
There's some tried and true. Now, you know one weird one I've heard, and somebody comment if you guys have seen this one, but onions are supposed to be a really good, I was like, whew, that's a lot. Onions are supposed to be a really good detox, and now it looks like we're smoking on it. Or like we're in a music video. But it still will be nice and healthy.
Colleen sent me a text yesterday about onions as a detox.
Yes.
I want to hear more about
Supposedly, okay, so has anybody ever heard the thing that if you cut an onion, if you cut a fresh onion, you've got to use it right then. You're not supposed to save it and cover it and save it for later because onions apparently attract toxins to them.
Oh, I thought that it absorbed the flavors around it.
Okay, maybe that's it. Or it absorbs into the things that are around it. But I heard something about onions being a great detoxifier. Now, I know garlic has a lot of antibacterial properties. But I don't know, one of my older friends, significantly older friends, said that they used to put a slice of onion in the bottom of their sock to pull out all the bad stuff. And I'm like... did you also pull out your whole family? Because nobody would want to sleep next to you like that. But supposedly they're a detoxifier.
I want you to try that.
I'm not doing that. Are you kidding?
And tell me if that helps.
There's laundry involved in that. I'd have to wash the bedspread. That's way too much.
Onion in your sock. I love that.
Yeah, so supposedly that was a good one.
Okay, so tried and true. Chicken noodle soup. And you know what? Homemade is better.
It is.
This is just what I had in my.
Do you know what I do?
Homemade chicken noodle soup.
Whenever I'm prepping for a hurricane or the winter, because I did.
Or a weekend.
But we're a weekend away. I actually make chicken soup, and I obviously freeze it without the noodles. But I will make the chicken soup and freeze it in a block because it's so much easier to just stick it in the. And you know what I've started doing? This sounds so funny, but I'll freeze it in a Ziploc bag. And then I can take the Ziploc bag out. And I'm a big fan of those in my crock pot. I have the crock pot bags.
Oh,
so you don't have to wash the crock pot. Because, here's the deal. If you're all sick, you're going to want to clean dishes and all that kind of stuff. Plus, to a certain extent, if you can use some disposable stuff, you're spreading germs less frequently.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll just stick it in the crock pot and put it on warm, and then it's ready to go.
Oh, I like that idea. Yeah. No, homemade chicken noodle soup. That's something my mom always did when we were growing up in the winter when we were sick.
Yep. What are some things that you remember, like, about when your mom would take care of you when you were sick? Like, I have some good ones.
So my mom, when we were sick, it didn't matter if we had, like, throw up or a
cold. Moms don't care.
No.
They're like, whatever.
She always made, like, this nest of blankets on her floor. Aww. So it was, like, at the edge of her bed. And it was, like, sleeping bag and a blanket and a pillow and, like, whatever she could pile up just to make it kind of soft and cozy.
Lucy's needing some love because she's hearing about moms. So she's like, I need some love.
And she called it a nest. And so, like, if we weren't feeling well, she'd be like, hey, let me make you a nest. Aww. So that was my most comforting part.
Like you were her baby bird.
I was her baby bird. So that was, like, really comforting just knowing that I was close to her in her room.
Yep.
And it was smart of her because she stayed in her own bed.
Yeah, that's smart.
Slept in her own space.
Yes.
And I was closer so she wasn't having to get up and down constantly or sleep in bed with me.
Yeah, because that's what happens is, like, usually I think we're good about, because we're doing all this stuff for our family. We're good about our immunity, but we get worn out. And when we go down, the whole show goes down.
Right.
So, my mom my mom was a great nurse when we were sick. And she would do, like, the, well, first of all, like, if she was in your room, like, they would roll the TV and the TV card in.
Fancy.
So if you were really sick. I mean, you had to be, like, on knocking on death's door to get that one.
Wow.
But we would, I just remember a couple of times getting sick and, like, being up real late, and my mom would do the ice chips, like, if I had, because I would spike high fever. So she would give us, like, the ice chips, or she'd, like, put a little bit of Sprite in there or whatever. Like, she was just like, and it never tasted so good as when my mom made it. Like, I still can't replicate it to this day.
Sprite with ice and a straw.
Yes.
So you didn't actually have to sit up. You could just lay there.
Or my mom would make me like a sherbet version of an ice cream soda, like sherbet and Sprite.
That sounds
so
good.
It didn't, like, you didn't get the cream, with cream and mucus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible word, mucus.
I agree. I don't like that.
That's a bad word. Phlegm? Phlegm's not better.
It's not any better.
It's not?
Not any better. None of that's good.
But no, I remember that. I remember, like, feeling like, and not minding so much being sick because you were, like, extra special.
Oh, yeah. Really taking really great care of. Like, you felt really super loved.
And that's how I learned how to, like, I mean, of course, now there's 4 of them. I'm like, you gotta throw up in the bucket. I'm taking care of your sister.
So this is what we use for a throw up.
Ah, nice.
Do you know what this is?
It is a popcorn container?
This is the giant gallon or whatever size of ice cream.
Oh, okay.
So you're stressed out because
we get caramel popcorn from the beach.
You're stressed out because your kids are sick.
Yes.
You get one of these giant tubs of ice cream. You eat it, and then you say, here, this is what you can throw up in.
Does it ever affect you psychologically when you go to get ice cream again, or no?
No, usually Miguel's the ice cream eater, so
right.
He's good with it. But yeah, this is what we use, and I actually got this idea from my Aunt Jane because one time we were leaving Ohio, and we had nothing in the car, and someone wasn't feeling well, and so she gave us one of her ice cream containers.
Sweet.
And then I was like, oh, this is brilliant. We have all these extra containers that we're just throwing away or whatever. So now
puke buckets for everyone.
Puke buckets galore.
Hey, if you come across any more, because I got a lot of pukers. If we get knocked down.
Miguel goes through one of these, like, at least once a month. So we've got some extras.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's
good. So I'll save some for you.
Now that's something we do. Like when mine are sick, we will do. Everybody gets their own tissue buckets.
Oh.
And do you know what I do?
And then
it sounds funny.
Put the tissues in there?
I actually will. Now this is assuming that I'm still well. I will actually tape a Ziploc bag to it. So that when they have dirty tissues, they can put it in.
Oh, see, we do the same thing, but we put this.
Yes.
Well, it's not this kind. It's like a square bucket we have. So we put the tissues in there, and then they just. That way we can just take this and
you can keep the germs, because
tissues everywhere.
Spreading.
Disgusting.
Tissues everywhere. I think we're more germ averse than we thought we were coming into this thing.
So I had someone post on Facebook talking about lice. Lice is at the school. Lice is
now. Sweet baby Jesus.
At kindergarten.
Oh, God.
So. That's one of the germs you get.
It's okay.
It's not really a germ, but you get it from school. So what do you do for lice?
So I learned this little tip a long time ago when I was pregnant with, I think, Reed. And Ryan came home with the note that, not that he had it, but it was in the classroom.
That's the worst note. Okay,
Worst note ever. First time you get it, scariest thing in your life.
First time you get it as a kindergarten mom, and
you
you're
freak
like,
out and go, where the hell am I sending my children to school?
What is
That's
going
the first
on?
thing you think.
What am I supposed to do? And
then you realize
panic mode.
everybody gets it. Like
yeah.
you had no idea that that everybody is exposed to it. Because the first thing that you think is like, where am I sending my kids? What kind of place am I sending my children to that there's lice in the classroom?
And I love the rumors going. There's rumors that lice only like
clean hair, right?
And then there's rumors that lice only like dirty hair. So whether you're someone who showers every day or someone who never showers,
either way,
you have somebody else to blame.
Yes, exactly. You have somebody else to blame. You can't take any onus on yourself. So what I figured out was, and I was pregnant with Reed at the time, and I freaked out, and I went into CVS like any good mother will do when there is the even impending threat of lice, and I wanted to buy everything on the lice shelf, right? Because it was going to sell out, and you know me and hurricanes, so I was going to go hardcore prep, and was reading the back of all of the containers, and it was like, don't touch them if you're pregnant, don't come near them, and I was pregnant with Reed. So I'm like, oh my God, this is so scary. Now, talk about how word of mouth can be a powerful thing.
Yeah.
I remember saying to our friend Kim, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I can't touch any of this stuff. And Forrest was traveling for business or something. And she's like, oh, there's this great stuff called fairy tales.
Yes.
That is organic herbs, you know, like rosemary, tea tree oil, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can use it if you're pregnant. It's safe on the kids. They actually have a lice removal kit as well.
Yeah. So this is like a prevention
This
spray.
is the repellent, rosemary repellent conditioning spray. Now talk about word of mouth.
Yeah.
So we joke about this all the time because this is how our business works.
Exactly.
The recommendation of a friend.
Yeah.
Kim told me I must have told 38 other mothers. Now, shockingly, to this day, Fairy Tales has never sent me a check.
They haven't paid you.
And I have brought them thousands in business. Because this is not cheap.
I think it was that same conversation from you and Kim that I found out about it.
Yes. But it is. I use the repellent spray, and it smells good. It does not smell like you've tried to repel lice with your kids.
It smells amazing. Yeah.
It smells like rosemary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells good.
Yep.
Rosemary. And then the other thing people always talk about is tea tree oil.
Tea tree oil, yep.
And I think that's an ingredient in
It is.
that
It
spray.
is. It's rosemary, tea tree oil, citronella, and peppermint.
That smells most like citronella to me.
Mm-hmm.
And with rosemary.
But like a nice citronella.
Yeah.
Not like your kid smells like a candle on your
I like
porch.
citronella though.
Yeah,
I like porch candles.
I like porch candles.
So tea tree oil. How do you use this? Do you
I think they say put like I would put it with a carrier oil anytime you're doing it on a child, but at the nape of the neck, because you know lice have a tendency to be nape of the neck. It's not bad.
I'm not a fan.
Or like right around the ears.
But I would use it to prevent lice.
Yes.
So now,
have you ever had them come into your home?
No.
Okay. Once. But praise the Lord, it was Rowan, and it was last year. Oh my gosh. And I thought, of course, I have 2 boys and 2 girls, and which one gets it? The girl.
The one with the longest hair.
The one with the longest hair.
The most hair.
And she had 2 bugs.
Okay.
Now, I'm trying to keep it like on the down low. Like, I'm like, it's okay, honey. Mommy just wants to look at your hair. And she's like, what is going on?
Now, did they send her home from school, or did you get the note?
No, I got the note that they were present, and
but they didn't.
I may or may not be a little bit of a control freak.
Right. So you checked for yourself.
So I checked.
But they didn't find them at school.
They did not find them at school.
Okay.
So I found 2.
Okay.
And I, of course, let them know. Because that's the other thing. Like, everybody's kids are exposed to it. Everybody's kids are getting it. Like, for God's sake, tell people. Like, let people know. If your kid comes home and they have a stomach flu and you keep them home for the day, tell the school so that they know what to expect.
If
keep
your
your
kid
sick
has
kid home.
if your kid has a fever, keep them home for the day so you're not spreading all those germs. Nobody wants to get sick, so let's just contain it.
Yes.
Contain the lice, contain the germs, contain the flus.
We're hopping on soapboxes now. But she came home and I used the fairy tales. I used the remover kit, treated her, didn't have any other issues after that. And I went through her literally with a fine-tooth comb, and she was fine. So, and she was just asking why.
That's scary though. Did you then go through the crazy process of putting everything back and washing?
I did. And oh my God, I shouldn't have to.
I can't imagine you on lice patrol.
I was a little crazy.
You were crazier than her on food prep.
Yeah, my husband wanted to kill me. I mean, he really did. He wanted to kill me. But I realized also that they cannot live not on a human,
right?
So they can't, they can't. Right. So I had to.
But
I wasn't a veteran then. Like now I'm a veteran. Now if it came, I would be like, but I would bust out, $200 worth of fairy tales and eradicate those little suckers.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a good one to keep on hand. We also have, if anybody does Dollar Shave Club.
I do Dollar Shave Club.
I love them.
Yeah.
Love them. We just upgraded to the executive blades. I love them.
Really? I wonder what kind of blades I have.
I don't know.
I think I have the regular blades. I need executive.
We updated to the executive.
And the thing is, the Dollar Shave, not that we're getting paid by them. Okay.
No, see, I'm not getting paid by these people.
Dollar Shave Club razors are cheaper.
Yes.
Than anything you can buy in the store.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I feel like they're better quality.
Yep.
And
they come to my door.
They come directly to your door.
And you can adjust your shipments.
You can adjust your shipment.
Kind of like
another company.
Kind of like another company that we're relatively familiar with.
Yeah.
That rhymes with Schmushman and Schmuels.
I think that whole idea is amazing.
Yes. And they actually have something that people are going to laugh at me when they hear what these are for, but they have they do have some like personal care items. Now, obviously, we don't need any skincare because we're good on that market, but they have these things called One White Charlies. Now, I got these because and they're flushable cloth and they're aloe vera, chamomile, and peppermint. Originally, I got them because some of my children did not want to go to the bathroom at school because they were freaked out about going to the bathroom at school. But you can use them on your hands or various other areas.
Wherever you need a wipe.
Wherever you need a wipe. But they smell really good, so I'm always like, before you eat your lunch, just wipe your hands off. You know, like I'll put it in there. And what I'll do is I'll write a little note on there. Like, have a great day.
Yeah.
Wash your hands, because if you get your siblings sick, mommy's going to cry. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Please don't bring home any germs.
Please don't bring home any germs.
Or lice.
What else you got? What else do you guys do?
Well, before we started this, we Googled. So they talk about, they, as in everyone, and doctors, and...
everyone and doctors.
Probiotics being so great for your health and your gut, and how like your whole immune system is basically in your gut. Like that's how it controls your body much more than you think. So probiotics and then prebiotics. So I've been telling, what is the difference? And she's got the answer.
So we Googled it. The difference between probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics are alive. They are usually bacteria or yeast that aid in digestion and have other health benefits. So good sources of them are yogurt or buttermilk, aged cheese, sauerkraut. Oh, I didn't know that one.
I love sauerkraut.
Beer and wine.
I'm set.
You are healthy all winter long.
I never need to take a pill.
And a prebiotic is a form of fiber that serves as food for the probiotic. So, and then they tell you the good sources are chicory root, Jerusalem artichoke, and dandelions. I don't think you're eating any of them, so I go to Dr. Keats. My awesome chiropractor and wellness guru, and I get my prebiotic from her.
It kind of sounds like you need
both
a prebiotic to feed your probiotic. Because this sounds like what's in the prebiotic is not in a normal diet.
And if the probiotic is covered by beer and wine, then
I need this.
Right there,
I need this right here. I need a prebiotic. I've done probiotics in the past, and I really, really think they're great. And my kids, I give them to also.
I do feel like it really, really helps the kids, especially. Like I feel like we are healthier because of them.
Probiotic. Yeah, she's got them both. She's really covered.
I always do the powder ones are so easy because you can mix them in with something.
Oh, is that what it is? It's powder. So you just stir it into something.
You just stir it into something.
Oh.
So it's just
you can stir it into your wine.
Yeah.
And you're done.
I gotta ask Dr. Keats about that one. I'm not sure if you can stir it into your wine.
Dr. Keats.
Yeah.
Come on.
So anyhow, but yeah, what else do we have? Here's a big one. Changing out the toothbrushes.
Oh, dentist.
After you're sick.
32 Dental would approve of this.
Change it out. Yeah. And even the toothpaste sometimes. Like if
everybody
gets sick,
on it,
yeah. If everybody gets sick, you need to change that out.
You can boil your toothbrushes.
Yep.
Or put them in the dishwasher. If it's old, you should just replace it anyways. But like I know electric toothbrush heads, you can just pop the head off. And if you just feel like you just got it, then put it in, boil it, or put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, because they're expensive. They can be expensive.
They can be expensive. Or you could, if it's time, order a new one, and that way you know you're like totally clean. And
I always keep I know you're gonna be shocked. I keep a stockpile.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe I keep a stockpile and buy in bulk. But I do have a stockpile, which is nice because if people come to visit and they're like, "Oh, I forgot my toothbrush," I'm like, "Let me run upstairs to my CVS."
That is a huge bonus of having a husband who's a dentist.
Oh my gosh, you're like
so
limitless.
many times we've had people come stay with us, kids for sleepovers or friends here, and they're like, "Oh, I forgot my toothbrush." Hey, let's see what
you're like. Hang on, we have a closet.
We've got so many toothbrushes. So
very nice.
That's awesome. Well, I think that
hopefully
we have fully covered
tips.
some keep those germs away tips and get your home ready for the winter tips. And I am excited for winter. It's my favorite season.
I know. I like fall.
I know.
I love my fall, but I like winter here. So I enjoy winter here.
I like winter everywhere.
I like winter here because it's not too cold, and we're not having to bundle up the kids too much just every so often. So that part is nice. But we'll probably come to you again at some point once we've gotten hit with the illnesses, what we did to survive.
Yes, what we did to survive, and at that point in time, we can remind everyone what a chicken bomb is.
A chicken bomb!
and
the lazy, I always like the lazy skincare routine, the face wipe with hydration serum after.
That's another one we can talk about when we're down and out.
Yep.
And then next week, Colleen and I are going to come to you live from the beach. We're going to be, so Wednesday, our video Wednesday is going to be at the beach house for our Rodana Fields convention.
Yes.
7 days from now, that's where we're going to be. I'm so excited.
We're going to have so much fun. It's like 20 of us.
Yes. 9 days from now, we're gonna be blowing up your Facebook with a new product announcement.
Yes.
And it's a very
proprietary
very
to us.
Exciting time.
Very, very cool. So we can't wait to see you guys next week from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and that house is amazing. I can't wait.
We can give you a tour of the house.
Yes.
We're going to do some...
God only knows what we're going to talk about, but it doesn't matter.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. And we're going to be at the beach. We're going to be in Rodana Fields heaven. So we're going to have a good time. So thanks for tuning in today.
Thank you guys so much, especially early. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So have a great Wednesday.
And stay well.
Bye.
Bye.